Hey, Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Come at you this time again with another shootout. This one is actually kind of, I haven't heard much about this.
Yeah.
This is Bleecker Street versus Ralph Lauren Purple Label. And Purple Label is kind of a under-the-radar fragrance that I haven't really heard much about at all.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of like Ralph Lauren's private blend.
Yeah.
Like their more exclusive
It's
line
a
of
clothing
fragrances.
line. It's a clothing line.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
they have jackets and shirts and crap under this Purple Label heading, and then they have one
Yeah.
fragrance. So there's only one in the Purple Label.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is their most exclusive line from Ralph Lauren. Am I correct? The Purple Label.
I think so.
Okay.
The fragrance is about on their site's about $100. That's pretty pricey for a Ralph Lauren fragrance, I think.
Yeah.
So they must consider it upper shelf or something like that.
Yeah. Now this gets compared a lot to Bleecker Street by Bond Number 9.
Yes.
Or I shouldn't say a lot. It has been before.
Yeah.
And we want to thank actually Brad, BP Wool. He actually sent us a sample of this, so thanks, Brad. And so he actually made the comparison.
Yeah, I never heard it before. Yeah.
I haven't either. So we want to thank Brad for even letting us know about this. So let's get started.
This shootout originated and sponsored by Brad.
By BP Wool.
Wool Slayer.
That's right, which I'm working on a impression of Brad. I'm not going to do it right now, but many eyebrow raises.
I'm doing a spoof of Brad, spoofing Brad Pitt, spoofing Brad.
Whoa. Wow.
Spoofing Brad Pitt.
Spoofception going on.
Nice.
Anyway,
All
okay,
right.
so like we normally do, we have them on paper, and then we have on skin as well.
Yeah, and I'll be the sniffer this time. So
Yes.
let's roll out. Number one. I need to compare it before I can make a call on that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think number one is Purple Label. I think number two is Bleecker Street.
Okay.
Okay. Let's smell you.
My hand.
Okay. Okay.
And then right here.
Okay. Purple Label, Bleecker Street.
Yep.
Both of them?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So, from the nose, to me they're pretty similar.
They're very close.
And if you weren't smelling them back to back, I think it'd be hard to pick them apart. Or, to tell them apart. The difference, though, when you've got them together, to me, is that Bleecker Street has, I believe it's blueberry and thyme are the two notes that I get the most.
Well, actually, on Bond Number 9 side, blueberry is not listed. There's only like 4 ingredients.
Okay, well, Fragrantica, it's on there.
Yeah.
And then, I can't remember the notes of Purple Label, but it's not the same notes. There's something else making it sweet, but it's something different. I can't remember what it was.
They have blueberry in it.
Blueberry?
Yeah, it's blueberry and then some other things in there. I know
there's
there's
time then. It was some different other.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I do know there's supposedly tobacco in Purple Label.
Okay.
Which I can actually kind of smell that. At first I thought it was leather because there's almost like it's almost like a barn. It's kind of almost like an animalic twinge in Purple Label. So giving it kind of almost like a barnyard feel.
Yeah.
But only slightly.
Yeah.
And then of course if you haven't smelled Bleecker Street, it's just really dark and fresh and nice.
Yeah. To me, Bleecker Street is greener than Purple Label and sharper, but not like in a harsh way. But there's something in the notes that makes it come off a little sharper and kind of hits you more in the back of the nose.
Yeah.
It seems a little deeper to me than Purple Label. Purple Label, I think, is a little more universal in its appeal, where I think Bleecker Street is that's more direct about what it's trying to do. It gets right to the point.
I kind of really don't even see much of a distinction here.
Really?
Because they're so close. Like
Yeah.
whenever you wear them, because I've worn these for a while off and on, and the only thing I can tell that's different is there's just that very, very, very slight tobacco-y animalic type thing going on in Purple Label. But other than that, especially in the air,
Yeah.
when you can't even you're not really discerning. You're not even trying to discern the notes, but especially when you wear it,
Yeah.
I can barely tell the difference.
Yeah. I think that Bleecker Street has better performance for me than Purple Label did.
It's an eau de parfum.
Okay.
I'm not really sure about Purple Label.
Probably not, I would guess. But Bleecker Street, in my experience, is really monster on the projection and on the longevity.
Totally.
Where Purple Label was on the excellent side of average, but not anything amazing like Bleecker Street is. Anyways, I think that they're pretty close.
Yeah, they're really close. It actually kind of reminds me a lot of the comparison between Original Santal and Mont Blanc Individual.
Yeah.
Because there were some very slight differences, but like they're so close that I would not want to pay the extra money and go for the cheaper alternative in this case.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I don't know. It's really interesting. There's a price difference there where Bleecker Street is $230,
something like that.
240, and then Ralph Lauren Purple Label, if you can find it, is about $90 to $100.
Which you can actually find on their website. They sell it on Ralph Lauren's website.
Yeah, it's weird. You can't find it like anywhere.
Yeah.
On like third-party sites or anything like that. On eBay, it's inflated.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
You can go to eBay, you can go to Amazon, and they sell it for $300.
Go to freaking Ralph Lauren.
Go to the source themselves. Yeah, you get it for MSRP for $90 or $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's up there as far as fragrances go. It's it's kind of like the nicer end of designer prices, like the upper end.
Yeah, yeah.
For prices. So, but it's half the price.
Yeah.
And for half the price for pretty much almost identical in smell.
Yeah, dude.
But just only kind of slightly differences,
Yeah.
As far as performance, to me, I don't know if I need a monstrous projection and longevity on a fresh smell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I like Bleecker Street, but when I wear it, I'm like, I don't know. It's almost like it might be too much sometimes.
Yeah, it seems to wear out its welcome a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it would stop like 3 hours, sooner.
Yeah.
It'd be like perfect.
Right. Yeah.
Too much longevity. Isn't that a weird thing to be talking
about?
about?
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah. Which we could probably talk about that sometime. Birth of ideas.
So, anyways, summarize for us, Dave. What do you think?
I think they're very close. I really enjoyed both of them. I think whenever my decant of Bleecker Street runs out, I'll probably actually go to Ralph Lauren first. Ralph Lauren Purple Label.
Yeah.
To me, I think that's a better deal. And even the animalic twinge, I think, kind of gives it a cool little contrasty note in there.
Yeah.
But that, even with that goes away. But for the most part, it's so close that I couldn't justify spending twice as much money for this for Bleecker Street.
Yeah, I'm in the same camp. I prefer Bleecker Street scent to Purple Label. I mean, they're super close.
Right.
But the small differences, I like Bleecker Street better.
Yeah. I would agree to that too.
Okay.
On scent alone, I think the edge.
Yeah.
By like an inch.
Yeah.
Goes to Bleecker Street.
By a nose. If you're into aesthetics, the bottle for Bleecker Street is far more beautiful than the Purple Label bottle.
Purple Label looks really cheap.
It does. It looks like Paco Rabanne's Ultraviolet.
It does.
That sucks. But anyways, down to the heart of the issue, I think that Purple Label is a very viable alternative for Bleecker Street. And I was really impressed by the scent. And spot on, Brad. That is a good call, brother.
Yeah.
They're really, really close. So, anyways.
So hopefully we save some people some money.
Yeah, dude.
In Bleecker Street.
I hope so, man.
So what do you think, YouTube? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate either one of these? What do you think about the comparisons between the two? Have you smelled Purple Label? And of course, rate, comment, subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like if you haven't already.
Please.
We'll see you next week with another Shootout. We're the Fragrance Bros. Bye.